Welcome back, everyone. I'm Patriot Warrior, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. So, today, let's just get started with this episode real quick. I'll explain to you on the way. So, first things first, we're going to be trying to do a lot this episode. As you can see, I have a bunch of materials in my inventory right now. Now, the dirt is just there just in case I need it, but mostly, as you can see here, I have dug out this trench here in my own personal time to try and make this. So we don't have much time this episode, so we're going to be working fast. Now, again, thank you for all the input you guys have been giving me lately. It's really helpful and stuff like that, but I want to remind you guys to be a little nice and don't be too drastic on what you ask me to do or want me to do. You have to remember, I am only one person. I have to edit all these videos myself. I have to make 2 of them a week. And it's not like I have tons of time to do it either. I have school and stuff like that to deal with, so I can only go so fast. So please be nice. Now, I do not have any stairs on me, but that's an easy fix. All we have to do is do that, and then we can put stairs right there, and it'll be fine. Now we just need to do this. I do have way more. Here, I'll show you how many planks I have. Slabs, at least. I have all these. So we should have plenty to do this. So we're going to finish this path along with hopefully the rest of the path that has none in it already. But as I was saying, please be nice to me. I will try and do it. And sometimes I just don't feel like doing what you guys want me to. So say you guys want me to do a paddock, certainly, like a certain design you want me to do. And I may not like it or something like that. And you have to remember that I am also a person, and sometimes I have my own opinion on stuff. So sometimes I may not agree with what you think. But even though I may not agree sometimes, I do enjoy your input. Now you may be wondering why I'm bringing that up in the first place at all. Recently, one guy has been going a little crazy on this end, which is completely fine. I'm happy that somebody is very into this series and is really trying his best or her best to help out. Either or, I can't tell. What are you doing? Get back in there! Yay! Why is he spinning like a Beyblade? Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip! Okay, let's stop there. Let's not get that copyright strike. It's not a good idea. I want to do it! I want to do it so bad! But you know that if I do it, I'll probably get a copyright strike. And I don't want that. I'm too small for that. Heck, it don't matter how big you are. Getting a copyright strike sucks no matter how big you are. I mean, at least I won't be losing money or anything like that, because I don't do this for money. You kidding me? I do this completely free. I'm nowhere near getting money for this crap. I don't even have I'm nowhere close to having 4,000 hours. I think I have 20. Like, maybe, I don't even think I'm over 48 hours in the last year. I don't think so. And I've already ran out of the calamite planks I already had out. I'm probably going to be using, like, all of these. Man. Whew. But yeah, that was weird. That guy just was going nuts. He was crazy. You see that? He's just spinning around in circles. But, yeah. So like I said, I don't do this for money at all. And I work very hard on these things, so, you know. Remember that every once in a while, is that I do work very hard on these. For not even getting paid or anything like that. I put tons of hours into this. And I do this all with other commitments I have to deal with as well. I don't just do this. It's not a full-time thing. So you have to remember that. So on the topic of that, maybe consider subscribing. It helps out a whole lot, especially if you continue to watch my videos. If you don't plan on continuing to watch my videos, you don't really need to subscribe unless you want to continue watching my videos. Because pity subscribing doesn't really help out the channel. It just means more people that are subscribed aren't watching the videos, which kind of looks bad to YouTube's algorithm, apparently. So I don't recommend doing that unless you plan on watching. And anyways, if you guys don't enjoy, you can always just unsubscribe, you know. It's not a big deal. It's not really that big of a deal if you don't care about my videos. Some people just don't care about what I like to do, my content and all that stuff. So it's fine if you don't like it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I missed it. Aye! Get back in your spot! Yeah, bloody... Nope. I'm so held back. I'm so held back. There's gonna be one day I'm just gonna be let loose. And the world is gonna be a changed place, and I don't know if you guys are ready for it. I don't know if everybody's ready for it, but one day I will be let loose from my chains. So yes. Now back to what I was saying about comments earlier, before I got distracted by, Beyblade Tyrannosaur over there. Why is everybody spinning? Ah! It makes no sense. But, before I got interrupted by Beyblade Tyrannosaur over there, I actually had somebody, I had that Tyrant's Play person that has been, as I said, they've been, giving me a lot of input on my videos. And, which is nice. I really do like that, because, it means that you're interacting with me, and you're helping out with my thoughts, and helping me think about stuff. And they have given pretty good advice. Like last episode, we went and worked on that to make it more, we started laying out a restaurant so that we're not just, well, a restaurant or some other thing like that, and we will start adding in other buildings other than paddocks. Now, to be honest, it won't be too often, because the whole point of these series is to make stuff for the dinosaurs. It's more like a wildlife park, if anything. If you've ever been to a wildlife park, you know what I mean. What you do in those is you travel around, and all you do is you look at the cages and stuff like that, and there's just faculty buildings, really. It's got nothing to really do with, it doesn't have any merchandise or anything like that. And that's what this more is. It's more like one of those wildlife parks. It's just a place to come and appreciate these creatures, is what it really is. Now, I need to add in a restroom. I definitely need to do that, because even wildlife parks have restrooms, of course. So I do need to do that, but I think that's what that will probably be, is probably a restroom. I don't think they really have snack places at wildlife parks, but I've only been to like 1 or 2, so it could be different. But I'm pretty sure that most of them don't, unless they're bigger. Because if they're bigger, they need an extra source of income to care for the creatures they have. I guess, I don't know exactly how to put it. I think crocodile places do it too, not crocodile, but alligator places down in like Florida. They also do this. Search it up. I'm pretty sure wildlife parks are completely different from a theme park. Because I think a lot of people are thinking of this series as kind of like my own Jurassic Park. And Jurassic Park, the biggest difference with Jurassic Park is that it is a theme park. It's not really a zoo. It is a zoo because of the creatures that live in it, but it's different. Because even zoos are different from what a wildlife park is, I believe. Because zoos are like, it's kind of weird to explain. Like wildlife and rescue parks. I've been to one before that was it was a big cat rescue place. And it's kind of like a wildlife park where you just go and you see the creatures and they live in these paddocks that they have, these decent sized cages and stuff like that, that are good enough for them to live in. And they, that's what they are. And they don't really have anything else other than maybe restrooms, faculty buildings and stuff like that. You know, the main places where you buy stuff, and maybe a gift shop. But they don't have restaurants and all that stuff, because they're smaller. They're not really zoos. Zoos, you can go and get tons of concession stands and stuff like that, which, again, unlike the theme parks, they don't have as much concession. They don't have as much, but they certainly have it, is the thing. Compared to, I believe, wildlife parks do not. Now, I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please tell me down below. I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. Again, why are you spinning like a top? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna do some cheatsy doodling. Let's see if I can get up here. Yes! Holy crap! He's huge! And he is certainly aggressive. Hi, buddy! You can't hit me up here, thankfully. I don't think, anyways. But you are a big boy. Let's go check him out in the glass. Let's go check on him in here. But whoo! Look how big he's grown. He's a beast. Can't really see him from this angle. Ugh. What are you doing? What? Why does he do that? I don't understand. So back to what I was saying about the comments. So again, the tyrant plays. Back to his comments, or her comments, depending on if it's a girl or boy. To not assume, at least. They've also given a bunch of input on other stuff that kind of is helpful, but it's kind of like nitpicky, I guess you could say. So they commented earlier about the Stegosaurus paddock being a little small. And I guess I can kind of agree with that, but I don't know if I'll ever go back and recreate it. One, because it's in such a specific spot, it'd be really hard for me to make it bigger, because it's kind of squished. If I had a map, I could show you, but it's kind of squished between everything else. It's squished between the orthognathes and the mountain thing that I made for it. And to be honest, I think it's a little fine that it's so small, mostly because it's only one stegosaur. Now, eventually I might make a big, like, herbivore paddock, and maybe I'll take Power Stego out, and I think her name's Valor. I believe it's Valor. It's been a while since I've called her by name because I don't see her often. I don't really check on her that much. But she would probably be taken out and added to it, to the place, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Would be added to the big one, and then I could reuse her paddock, for maybe a smaller creature or something like that, you know? So that's a good way to redo it, I guess you could say. But now, it's not bad to say that something is bad about the way I design something. It's not bad to say that. But don't just say that it's bad. Say some way I could fix it. Some way, criticize it nicely, is what I'm trying to say. We do it in art. When I was in school, well, still in school, but in art, every once in a while we have to critique other people's work. And when you critique, you're not supposed to just say what's bad about it. You could say what they need to work on and how they should work on it, or what they can do better to make it look better. You know, they don't just say it's bad because it's bad. You know what I'm saying? I think so. I think you get what I'm trying to say. And they're not just saying it's bad to say it's bad. They're giving advice on how to make it better so that it's better in general, you know? And that's what I'm saying, is that I want to remind you guys to try and do when you do give me advice, because if you don't, it kind of does leave a bad taste in my mouth, and it kind of just hurts a little bit, and I might not even respond to the comment if you kind of just do it that way and kind of not give me any constructive criticism on it, because it just, you know, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of just rude in a way, you know, just to say that it's bad because you're not saying what I should do better. It's not that I can't take criticism. It's just that whenever you have to say it correctly. And this is not just for me either. This is not for just me. This is good for any form, like just for normal life. This is a good thing to do, is to be constructive in your criticism. Now, I'm doing this a bit wrong. I actually want to make this more of an oval shape, so that it kind of, because I don't want it to be a circle like that. I don't want that to be a circle. I kind of this, actually, what I'm working on right now, is actually the base of the Velociraptor pit. And that brings me back to more comments. So this comment isn't actually as bad as the Stegosaurus one. This is another one from Tyrant, because they're really into my series, I guess. And they said to try and make the Velociraptor cage paddock very desert-like, because that's where the Velociraptor actually lived, and which is partially true, I believe. It did live in what is now the Gobi Desert. Now, I did research into this, and I wanted to make sure, because climate changes over time. That's a big factor. If you remember, some of you might know this, but Antarctica actually recently, like 30 million years ago at least, at least I believe, was actually not a was not an icy wasteland. It used to be green. Some of you may even know that dinosaur fossils have been found in Antarctica. Let me say that. They have been found in Antarctica. So, it's not impossible. Like, it's colder down there, I believe. It was colder down there, but it actually used to be green, and that's because of different ocean currents. It doesn't just depend on where it is, because it was still green back down there in the same spot, but whenever I think it was whenever South America and North America collided, is what caused it to suddenly become an icy wasteland. I could be wrong. It's been a bit since I've read up on this and done my research on it. Not really done my research, but watched some videos about it and stuff like that from people that have done their research on this. And they have said, and like I said, I could be wrong and maybe misremembering this entirely. So don't use this as something you could use in like a court of law or something like that, even though you probably never would, which is just the funny thing about it. But as I was saying, it's kind of just, it's different. How do I explain this? I'm trying to explain it the right way, and I'm trying to figure out what is the right way to explain it. So like I said, okay, back to the Gobi Desert. I kind of branched off of Antarctica real quick, just to prove a point that climate can change. So I don't think the Gobi Desert used to be entirely desert. I think, from what I was shown when I searched it up, I had two different thoughts, two different ideas thrown at me. Well, yeah, basically, two different ideas were thrown at me, and the first one was that it was a desert in that time. But then other sources say that that a good bit of it was actually foresty and had plenty of water and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna do a mix of both, is what I'm actually gonna do. So that's what I think I will do, is do a mix of both. So, like I said. But as I said before, this comment wasn't as bad as the Stegosaurus one. This one was actually like helpful. It just told me to look into it some more, see if there was anything else. And I think I'm kind of pushing this video a little bit long. I've kind of been just rambling on about how you guys should approach me with these topics and stuff like that, so that you're not overly rude about how you treat them to me and the other people. Because like I said, this works for not just me. This is not just me complaining. Now, I am complaining about it a little bit, but if you do learn how to be constructive in your criticism, it helps out. It will help out in general. People will generally like you better and all that stuff. It'll be a lot easier for people to hang out with you. So don't just shut people down on what they think, is what I'm trying to say. Don't just shut people down. Is kind of be nice to what they're saying, and if they could be completely wrong, be nice, be thoughtful in how you say it. Because you have to remember, if you just throw stuff in their face, you're just going to make them mad, and they won't listen anyways, which can cause them to just believe more in what they think. But as I said before, I think I'm drawing this video out a little bit. I'm happy we had this long talk. We did get a whole bunch done, to be honest, in that 18 minutes of time. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and I'll see you guys later.